It is a women's bantamweight showdown between Amanda Nunes and Cris Cyborg. Well, it's amazing to think what could have been and how long it took Cris Cyborg to finally get to the UFC in 2016. Largely, she has made up for lost time. This is as intimidating a physical freak of nature as we have in the women's game.
How do you make up for lost time? You put a stamp on everything that you do. And that's what Cris Cyborg did. From winning the UFC title, even going all considered one of the greatest mixed martial artists in the world. You know when you watch a Cyborg fight, you're about to watch brutality. Everybody else just folded. Cris Cyborg is a dominant force of nature, and she will look to show that this evening.
She had an unbeaten streak from 2005 to 2018. It will go down in history as one of the greatest runs the women's game has ever seen. All right, so here she is, two-division UFC champion Amanda Nunes. And ice water in her veins doesn't even begin to describe it. There's just something about Amanda Nunes on fight night, whether she's staring across at Ronda Rousey or Cris Cyborg, it doesn't seem to matter. She puts the focus on her, and skill for skill, she might be the best in the world.
And it comes from that, right, John? Because what intimidates you when you've stood across from the biggest stars the sport has to offer? She goes out there with an idea of how she's going to approach the fight, regardless of the opponent. And in most cases, she is approaching these fights with one thing on her mind, and that's brutality. And you watch that in her finishes. She demolished Ronda Rousey. She busted up Miesha Tate and then knocked out Cris Cyborg. Amanda Nunes is a savage.
We always talk about MMA being the fastest growing sport in the world. Women's MMA might be the fastest growing sport in the world, and no one has been a bigger beneficiary, of course, than one Amanda Nunes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a Muay Thai fighter, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 2 losses, and 1 no contest. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Huntington Beach, California, USA, Cris Cyborg! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 21 wins, 4 losses. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, Amanda, the Lioness Nunes.
You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves. Let's make it official.
The fighters touch gloves.
Ready.
All right, we are underway in front of the sold-out crowd. Amanda Nunes versus Cris Cyborg. Jason Carrillo. Huge right hand. Oh! How good is that? The diving punch lands flush to the head. And just like that, the fight is over. Take a look back at some of the pictures from this one, and she had it all going on tonight, but certainly her boxing was on point.
Her boxing always is what allows her to dictate the pace of fights. Finally, she landed the strike that ended the night of her opponent.
Let's go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called us on for this contest at 24 seconds in the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout, Amanda the Lioness Nunes.
Well, there she is.